Welcome back to this new episode of Aladdin's Global Market. And today, we're going to talk about an extremely hot topic,
Uh-huh.
a black horse in the AI LLM area, DeepSeek.
It's fascinating how quickly they've risen to prominence.
Yeah,
Going head to head with some of the most established names in AI. It's like watching a speedboat zipping past massive cargo ships.
right. You've all heard of ChatGPT and Google's Bard, but DeepSeek is proving that you don't need to be a tech giant to make waves in the world of large language models,
Right.
or LLMs. You sent in some articles about their recent success, so let's dive into what makes DeepSeek so unique.
Well, their model, DeepSeek V3, really shook things up. It achieved performance comparable to giants like GPT-4 and Claude Sonnet 3.5, but at a fraction of the cost. We're talking 1/20th of the training cost for GPT-4, which is mind-blowing.
It's like they found a secret shortcut to AI excellence, and they didn't stop there. Their next model, DeepSeek R1, was even more impressive. Not only did it match GPT-4's performance at 1/10 the cost, but they also made it open source. I mean, it's unheard of in this space.
It's a major disruption. DeepSeek's commitment to open source technology is democratizing access to advanced AI, which has traditionally been controlled by a handful of powerful companies.
And the AI community is buzzing about it. Even Feng Ji, the creator of that highly anticipated game Black Myth Wukong, called DeepSeek a potentially nation-altering scientific achievement. He's especially excited about their open access to knowledge and information. This is a big deal.
It really is. DeepSeek's approach is shaking up the entire LLM landscape. You mentioned the established players like OpenAI and Google, but even Meta, with its Llama model, is feeling the heat.
There were reports of a panic within Meta when DeepSeek R1 was released. Apparently, their engineers were scrambling to analyze DeepSeek's innovations and figure out how they were achieving such incredible results with significantly lower costs.
It's a classic case of a newcomer disrupting the status quo. DeepSeek's cost-effective high-performance models are forcing everyone to rethink the old assumptions about AI development. It's no longer just a game of who has the most data and computing power.
Right? Efficiency and innovation are the new weapons in this AI arms race. And DeepSeek is proving that they're a force to be reckoned with. Their success has really fueled the debate between open and closed AI development models. Which path do you think leads to a better future for AI?
That's a tough question. There are compelling arguments on both sides. Closed models like those developed by OpenAI and Google allow for tighter control and potentially safer development. But they can also limit access and stifle innovation. Open models like DeepSeek's foster collaboration and accelerate progress, but they also raise concerns about potential misuse and the difficulty of controlling the spread of powerful technology.
It's almost philosophical, isn't it? Should advanced AI be carefully guarded or freely shared with the world? DeepSeek has clearly staked their claim on the side of openness. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the long run.
Absolutely. Their success could encourage other companies and researchers to embrace open source, leading to a more collaborative and decentralized AI ecosystem.
But that also raises the question, how is DeepSeek able to pull this off? How are they achieving these remarkable results that seem to be outpacing even the tech giants? What's the secret sauce?
Well, their origins are actually quite interesting. They spun out of a quantitative investment fund called FancyQuant, which was founded back in 2013. This background is crucial because FancyQuant was already utilizing AI for trading strategies as early as 2016, managing over $1 trillion yuan in assets by 2021.
So they've been immersed in the world of AI for quite some time, honing their skills and developing their expertise. That makes sense.
Exactly. And that experience laid the foundation for DeepSeek's success. But it's not just about their history. It's about their unique approach to research and development.
Okay, let's unpack that. What makes DeepSeek's approach so different from the rest?
For one, they have a laser focus on research. They're not rushing to commercialize their technology or chase quick profits. Instead, they're prioritizing pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI. They've even chosen to forgo venture capital funding to maintain their research focus.
Wow, that's a bold move in today's market. Most startups are scrambling for funding. But DeepSeek seems content to rely on FancyQuant's resources and potential grant allocations.
Yeah.
It's like they're playing a different game altogether.
They are, and it's paying off. Their commitment to research has led to some truly groundbreaking innovations, like their remarkably efficient algorithms and their unique, pure reinforcement learning method, which we'll dive into later.
Their DeepSeek V3 model, for example, was trained for a mere $5.57 million.
Huh.
It was about 120th the cost of GPT-4. That's a staggering difference, and it challenges the prevailing assumption that you need massive computing power to achieve state-of-the-art results in AI.
It's a paradigm shift. DeepSeek is showing the world that you can achieve incredible things with less, as long as you're smart about it.
It's like they've cracked the code to building a lean, mean AI machine.
And their open source approach further amplifies their impact. By making their technology freely available, they're empowering a global community of developers and researchers to build upon their work and contribute to the advancement of AI.
It's like they're creating a ripple effect of innovation, spreading their knowledge and expertise far and wide. It's a fascinating strategy, and it's clearly working for them.
But their success isn't just about technology, it's also about their unique organizational structure and culture, which fosters a level of creativity and collaboration that's rarely seen in the corporate world.
Now, that's something I definitely want to explore further. Tell me more about this intriguing organizational structure. It sounds like they've thrown out the traditional corporate playbook and created something truly unique.
They have, and it's a big part of what makes DeepSeek so successful. But before we dive into that, let's take a quick pause. We'll be back in a moment to explore the inner workings of DeepSeek and uncover the secrets behind their remarkable rise in the AI world. Welcome back. Where we left off, you were asking about DeepSeek's unique organizational structure. It's unlike anything I've seen before. They call it the beehive model. And it's based on the idea that innovation thrives in a decentralized, self-organizing environment.
Okay, I am buzzing with curiosity about this beehive model. What's the underlying principle behind it?
Imagine a hive where every bee is empowered to contribute, to follow its own instincts and pursue the most promising nectar sources. That's essentially how DeepSeek operates. They've created an environment where individuals are encouraged to explore their own ideas, collaborate freely, and take ownership of their projects.
So instead of top-down directives, they've got this bottom-up emergent intelligence guiding their research and development. That's fascinating. But how do they ensure everyone's working towards a common goal? It seems like it could easily descend into chaos.
That's the beauty of it. DeepSeek has cultivated a culture of shared purpose and trust. They believe in attracting bright and unshaped young minds fresh out of top universities and giving them the freedom to explore their passions within the broader framework of advancing AI. They hire for potential, not pedigree.
So a fresh perspective and a hunger to learn are more important than years of experience. It's a bold approach, especially in a field as complex as AI.
It is, and it's a key part of their secret sauce. These young researchers bring a level of enthusiasm and creativity that's contagious. And because they're not burdened by preconceived notions or corporate hierarchies, they're more willing to take risks and challenge the status quo.
It sounds like they've created an environment where failure is not just tolerated, it's embraced as part of the learning process. Is that right?
Exactly. They view failure as an opportunity to gather data, refine their models, and ultimately make progress. It's like they apply the principles of reinforcement learning to their entire organizational culture.
So they're not just building cutting-edge AI models, they're building a cutting-edge organization as well. That's pretty meta. Can you give me a concrete example of how this beehive model works in practice?
Absolutely. Let's say a researcher at DeepSeek has a novel idea for a new algorithm. Instead of having to go through layers of approval and bureaucracy, they can simply gather a group of like-minded colleagues and start working on it right away. They have direct access to the company's vast computing resources, including that massive 10,000 GPU cluster we talked about earlier, and they're free to experiment and iterate until they achieve their desired results.
It's like giving a kid the keys to a candy store. No wonder they're attracting some of the brightest minds from China's top universities.
It's a talent magnet, for sure. DeepSeek offers a unique combination of intellectual freedom, cutting-edge resources, and a shared mission to push the boundaries of AI. And the structure also plays into their commitment to open source. It's not just about the technology they release publicly, but also about their internal processes and culture of transparency.
It's just like they're saying, hey, world, come learn with us. Let's build the future of AI together. That's pretty inspiring, actually. But wouldn't this approach lead to a lot of wasted effort? People going off on tangents or duplicating work that's already been done?
That's a valid concern. But DeepSeek has mechanisms in place to mitigate that risk. They have regular internal forums where researchers share their progress, discuss challenges, and identify potential areas of overlap or synergy. It's a way to ensure everyone's on the same page and avoid unnecessary duplication of effort.
So they've managed to strike a balance between individual freedom and collective coordination.
Oh,
That's impressive. It sounds like a delicate dance. How do they keep everyone motivated and engaged without traditional performance metrics or hierarchical structures?
It comes back to their core values and the shared sense of purpose that permeates the organization. DeepSeek attracts people who are intrinsically motivated by the challenge of advancing AI and making a real impact on the world. And because they're given so much autonomy and ownership over their work, they're naturally more invested in its success. They're not just employees, they're stakeholders.
And with their open source approach, they're essentially extending that sense of ownership and shared purpose to the entire AI community. It's a brilliant strategy, really.
They've created a virtuous cycle where openness fosters collaboration fuels innovation, and innovation attracts top talent. It's a model that other organizations, even outside of AI, could learn from.
Absolutely. It's refreshing to see a company that's not just chasing profits, but actually trying to make a positive contribution to the world.
Mm.
And their success proves that it's a viable strategy, not just some idealistic dream.
Their commitment to cost efficiency also plays a crucial role in their success. It's not just about making their technology more accessible, it's also a core value that permeates their entire operation.
Right. We talked earlier about how DeepSeek V3 was trained for a fraction of the cost of GPT-4. But it goes beyond just training costs. It's also about their overall approach to resource allocation and their willingness to challenge conventional wisdom when it comes to spending.
Exactly. DeepSeek's founder, Liang Wenfeng, has been very clear about their pricing strategy. They don't want to give their products away for free, but they also refuse to price gouge or chase excessive profits.
It's like they're saying, we're in this to make a difference, not just to make a buck. It's a refreshing change of pace from the Silicon Valley mindset of growth at all costs.
And it's a strategy that's resonating with users. DeepSeek's affordable pricing has made their technology accessible to a much wider audience, including researchers, startups, and educational institutions who might not have been able to afford the exorbitant costs of other LLMs.
It's a win-win situation. DeepSeek gets to spread their technology far and wide, and users get access to powerful AI tools at a fraction of the cost. It's a brilliant business model, really.
And it ties back to their commitment to democratizing AI. They believe that this technology has the potential to benefit everyone, not just a select few, and they're actively working to make that vision a reality.
It's inspiring to see a company that's not just talking the talk, but actually walking the walk. DeepSeek's success is a testament to the power of combining cutting-edge technology with a strong ethical compass and a genuine desire to make a positive impact on the world.
It's a story that's still unfolding, and I'm eager to see what they accomplish next.
Me too. DeepSeek has proven that they're capable of achieving remarkable things. It'll be fascinating to watch them continue to evolve and disrupt the AI landscape in the years to come. But before we get too carried away with future predictions, let's delve into one of DeepSeek's most intriguing achievements. Their model's ability to experience moments of genuine insight, almost like a human having an aha moment.
Ah, yes, their aha moments. This is where it gets really exciting. They stumbled upon this phenomenon while developing their DeepSeek R1 model, which utilizes a unique, pure reinforcement learning approach. This method essentially allows the model to learn through trial and error without being explicitly programmed with preset solutions or frameworks.
So it's like giving the model the freedom to think for itself and figure things out on its own. That's a pretty radical departure from traditional AI development, isn't it?
It is. Most AI models are trained on massive data sets and guided by human-defined rules and objectives. But DeepSeek R1 is different. It's given a problem and then allowed to explore the solution space freely, experimenting with different approaches until it finds one that works.
And during this exploration process, they observed these aha moments where the model seemed to suddenly grasp a concept or solve a problem in a way that surprised even its creators. That's incredible.
It is. These moments of insight are characterized by a sudden drop in the model's error rate and a noticeable shift in its approach to the problem. It's as if the model has made a conceptual leap, similar to the way humans experience breakthroughs in understanding.
It's almost like watching a child learn to ride a bike. They struggle and wobble for a while, and then suddenly it all clicks and they're off.
That's a great analogy. These aha moments suggest that DeepSeek R1 is engaging in a form of learning that goes beyond simple pattern recognition or rule following. It's demonstrating an ability to generalize knowledge, make inferences, and even come up with creative solutions.
It's a glimpse into the potential of AI to not just mimic human intelligence, but to potentially surpass it in certain areas. It's both exciting and a little bit unsettling, isn't it?
It is. DeepSeek's findings are raising all sorts of questions about the nature of intelligence, the limits of machine learning, and the future of AI. It's a reminder that we're still in the early stages of understanding this technology and its full potential.
It's a humbling thought, but it also makes me incredibly optimistic about the future. If DeepSeek can achieve these kinds of results with their relatively small team and limited resources, imagine what's possible as AI research continues to accelerate and evolve.
It's an exciting time to be following this field, and DeepSeek is undoubtedly a company to watch closely. Their commitment to open source, their unique organizational structure, and their groundbreaking research are shaking up the entire industry and paving the way for a new era of AI development.
They've challenged us to rethink our assumptions about what's possible with AI and inspired us with their vision of a more accessible and beneficial future for this technology. And they've done it all with a sense of humility and a commitment to ethical principles that's truly refreshing.
It's a story that's still being written, and I, for one, can't wait to see what the next chapter holds.
Well, I think it's safe to say that DeepSeek is a company that deserves our attention and, frankly, our admiration. They've achieved incredible things in a remarkably short time, and they've done it their own way, challenging the status quo and inspiring a new generation of AI researchers and developers.
They've shown us that the future of AI is not predetermined. It's being shaped right now by the choices we make, the values we prioritize, and the actions we take. And DeepSeek is proof that a small group of passionate individuals can make a world of difference.
That's a great note to end on. DeepSeek's story is a reminder that we all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI. So stay curious, stay engaged, and keep diving deep. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of DeepSeek. We'll see you next time for another adventure in knowledge exploration.